every video is live, not age restricted, fully monetized, and this channel is just profiting off of kids watching this.
She will fully steal popular videos, crop out the watermark, not give credit, and then often steal the top comments from that video and call it her joke.
On LankyBox's evil quest to monopolize kids' YouTube, they decided one channel wasn't enough. They've created at least 5 channels to flood the YouTube recommendation system with garbage.
YouTube content farms have gotten out of hand because a new standard of entertainment now looks something like this. And this. But how did we get here? When did content farms take over the platform, and why is this something we should be worried about? I'm Visual Venture, and I'm sick right now, so bear with me because I gotta get these videos out for you guys. Content farms. Content Farm is a YouTube channel that cares more about quantity than quality. They use the same style, editing, and concepts over and over to create an endless supply of videos to upload. Since they're able to post hundreds of videos a year, YouTube then rewards these channels for their consistency by pushing their content onto the algorithm. These videos are recommended to new viewers and put on your home page, and this type of content is even more prevalent with kids. But what YouTube doesn't seem to understand is that they've given creators a cheat code, because there's so many of these videos being pushed out from the same channels, the probability of going viral increases dramatically. And since these content farms only care about making money, they could care less about creating good videos and just want to maximize the money flowing in. But what they don't consider is how damaging this sort of content is for the platform, especially for kids. Brain rot content for kids. The easiest ways to get clicks on YouTube: target those who don't know any better. The kids. Kids content is the easiest to mass produce. That's because kids like familiarity, and all it takes is one popular superhero or Disney princess to get them to watch a video.
It's actually a technique that has helped a lot of games, like Fortnite gain so much popularity with younger audiences. Kids just like gravitate towards things that they recognize.
As we've learned from the Elsagate situation, not all kids content is made with good intentions, and especially not from content farms. Since these channels want to make as much revenue as possible, they use questionable methods to keep kids watching. If you've been on YouTube lately, you've probably seen these characters. These are some of the most recognizable animated faces on the internet. The Amazing Digital Circus is an indie web show that started airing in 2023. Since its creation, it's become a fan favorite. The show has over 342 million views on its pilot episode, and all the other episodes also have tens of millions of views, which is insane. With such a massive viewer base, a ton of fan-made content has started popping up on YouTube. Animations of the Amazing Digital Circus have flooded YouTube, with some channels gaining millions of subscribers just from these fan-made videos. Although the Amazing Digital Circus is more suited for a slightly older audience, it's become insanely popular with the kids. That's because of the fan-made animations who use clickbait titles and raunchy thumbnails to draw in younger viewers.
This channel is 2 million subscribers, and it's all just comic dubs, content farming, digital circus. Dude, what is this? What the hell is this?
Another fandom facing the same problem is Poppy Playtime, which is a horror game that went viral online, earning it over 77,000 reviews on the gaming service Steam and a rating of 9 out of 10. But like Digital Circus, its online reputation was ruined because of fan-made content that's turned it from an indie success to the face of brain rot. These content farm channels post almost daily, if not multiple times a day, and all of their videos show these animated characters in inappropriate scenarios. Most commonly, these include shipping characters together or having characters fight each other. And all of these videos are animated in a way that is extremely disturbing for kids.
And pretty much every video is live, not age restricted, fully monetized, and this channel is just profiting off of kids watching this. Look at this. Jack's palm knee because of Gangle's magic sketchbook.
Not only are the videos and thumbnails suggestive, but the characters themselves are too. The original characters from Digital Circus and Poppy Playtime are usually aged up and redrawn in ways to make them seem more human-like, specifically more grown woman-like, especially when it comes to certain features. And these two fandoms aren't the only ones that are dealing with this. Almost every single popular form of media has its own disgusting, kid-centric content farm. You got Minecraft, Fortnite, and Five Nights at Freddy's. While some can argue that this is all just another category of brain rot, the reality is much worse, because not only is this content inappropriate, but it's also encouraging kids to develop some horrible interests.
These are all you see on websites like DeviantArt. There's no way that exposing kids to weird content like this isn't contributing to that in any way.
These content farms don't just ruin YouTube, but they also ruin the innocence of kids watching their videos. Since they're so accustomed to seeing inappropriate scenarios on screen, they've started to accept this kind of behavior and want to see it more. Once adults started finding these videos, they began reporting them to YouTube. But the problem is that even if YouTube deletes the videos or even the channel, other ones are created and post the same content again. These content farms have mastered how to get the most out of the algorithm, so even if they start from scratch, their content just pulls kids in. By using questionable thumbnail and retention techniques, they manipulate kids into increasing their views, comments, and likes. This causes YouTube to push their videos out to more and more people.
What? Help me!
A call to action is me asking you to check out my video on the disturbing rise of brain rot content, where I dive deep into these creepy animations. But what these other channels are doing is something else entirely. They know that their audience is primarily kids who will do almost anything they say if they make it convincing enough. That's why these content farms are able to rake in so many views, because they put in stuff like this.
Help me, help me.
By creating CTAs like these, it makes kids think that they have an impact on the video's storyline, kind of like in Dora the Explorer, where you say swipe or no swipey. As a kid, I genuinely thought that I was helping Dora by saying that. These likes boost their videos to even more feeds. It's an endless cycle. These content farms even use their comments to their advantage. On alternate accounts, they'll make comments like if this video should be banned, or use my comment as a WTF that I just watched button. By pretending like they're criticizing the video, they're able to get people to upvote their comment. I think their idea is if the algorithm sees any sort of interaction on a video, even negative, the video performs better. And it seems to work for them. The harm of content farms isn't just restricted to animated content, because this next form of content could be just as damaging. The dark side of reaction content. Reaction content has grown to become one of the most well-known categories of content on YouTube, but not everyone agrees that it should be. In fact, countless creators, especially smaller ones, have spoken up about how reactions are not content, but rather theft. Because some reactors, not all of course, don't add anything to the video, but rather just freeload off of someone else's content. And to be clear, the YouTubers that react to my videos are awesome. You guys provide value, commentary, and insight. What I'm focusing on are the react channels that provide absolutely no value. The war on reaction content farms has been raging on for the past few months because of popular influencers like XQC and SS Sniper Wolf. These two have kickstarted a debate on whether or not reactors are putting enough work into their reaction videos. On YouTube, reaction videos are only allowed if they fall under fair use. Fair use is a copyright law that decides whether or not people can use other people's content without asking for permission. React videos only fall under fair use if the reactor has transformed the content enough to make it their own. Usually, they do this by adding a ton of original commentary. For a while, reaction content has been considered fair use, but now that's changed. Some YouTubers are now arguing that some of these videos don't transform anything. Instead, they're practically re-uploads from the original creator. With almost 35 million subscribers, SS Sniper Wolf is one of the most famous YouTubers ever, but she's also one of the most controversial. Many content creators believe she's the face of content theft on the platform due to her low effort and repetitive content. One of those content creators being Jax Films. Sniper Wolf has become known for her daily reaction videos where she reacts to compilations of TikToks and memes. But while she's built a huge audience, she's also grown a community of critics who believe that her videos are not original enough to be considered fair use. She doesn't make many comments on the videos that she's watching, and in some cases, she doesn't even react at all.
And we're all trying to predict what Sniper Wolf will say, how she'll react, etc. Here's my real-time reaction to what happens next.
That's why in 2023, Jax Films took to his own YouTube channel to call Sniper Wolf out for her lazy content. This feud brought up a lot of issues surrounding reactors on YouTube, with content theft being the main one. Creators are complaining that they lose views and money because Sniper Wolf doesn't credit the original videos she reacts to.
You're getting exposure from this, right?
No, because if someone posts a video on TikTok, they pull the full video on there, sure, you've seen the video, maybe you'll look me up later. Why would you go rewatch the video?
But despite this, many of these creators can't even fight back because of Sniper Wolf's massive fan base.
So for everyone claiming, Well, at least Sniper Wolf's not hurting anyone. She very much is.
Not only does Sniper Wolf steal content, she also steals her jokes and her reactions.
She will fully steal popular videos, crop out the watermark, not give credit, and then often steal the top comments from that video and call it her joke.
She hit it with a Hadouken.
The powers of my fist are infinite!
Although many have spoken up about how Sniper Wolf is a bad example for content creators, YouTube doesn't agree. They actually see Sniper Wolf as a proud representation of the platform, to the point that they even praised her on their official Twitter account. Many YouTubers were unhappy about this tweet, pointing out that Sniper Wolf isn't exactly the most innovative content creator out there. And even though she posts daily, her videos are repetitive and predictable. Which brings us to why zero-value reaction content can be damaging to the platform. If Sniper Wolf can take 5 minutes to watch a video that took someone 5 months to make and get 10 times the views, it's really discouraging for the original creator.
Why should people spend months writing, recording, and editing high-quality videos if someone with a lot of subscribers can just clog up the watch page with derivative gunk and be patted on the head for their ingenuity?
On the other hand, I will say that reaction content does help push out the original creator, but only if the creator is properly credited in the video. This is just an overview of the Sniper Wolf situation. You can check out my other video, Innocent Lives Ruined by Influencers, if you want to know more about the questionable things she's done. In the height of all the Jack versus Sniper Wolf drama came another controversy about reaction content. This time it came from famous live streamer XQC.
Hello chat, I'm glad you just tuned in.
On July 24th, 2023, XQC uploaded an almost 2-hour-long video onto his YouTube channel, which has over 2.3 million subscribers. The video was clipped from his Twitch live stream where he watched the video called The Kennedy Assassination by YouTuber Lamino. This controversial video once again opened the floodgates about whether or not reaction content is real content. Because in the 1 hour and 13-minute video, the most transformative part about it was him leaving to take a bathroom break.
XQC's video is almost exclusively just him watching the entirety of another person's 90-minute video. This triggered an influx of backlash from other YouTubers who accused XQC of free riding off of another creator's hard work, all while reaping financial rewards via clicks and ad revenue.
This controversy stirred a debate between streamers and YouTubers, with XQC and Mudahar from Some Ordinary Gamers at the forefront. On July 28th, Mudahar posted a tweet calling XQC's Lamino reaction video garbage. This launched an entire internet feud between the two creators, with XQC defending his actions by saying he was simply watching a video that he liked with his viewers. Mudahar wrote a lengthy reply explaining that the problem wasn't that he live streamed the reaction, but rather he uploaded it to YouTube with the exact same title as the original, barely adding any commentary. By doing this, XQC could take views away from the original creator. The two went back and forth for days, while other creators started choosing sides. On August 1st, 2023, YouTuber Neo Explains posted his own tweet about XQC's pattern of content theft. He uploaded a clip of XQC doing a reaction to his own video. In the clip, XQC leaves the room 5 seconds into the video, leaves it playing, and comes back 10 minutes later to make a parody reaction.
Do not post this to YouTube for the lack of react. Boom! Metal pipes, cement, football, goal at the back. Wait a minute, chat, hold up. I think this is a very rare copper alloy right there, chat.
3 days later, Ethan Klein from H3H3 also joined the discussion, tweeting out that XQC is a content thief. This led to a live stream debate between Ethan and XQC. In the debate, XQC brought up other live streamers like Hassan Abi, who also re-uploads their live stream reactions to their YouTube channel. But Ethan was quick to come to Hassan's defense, reading out a message he got from a content creator that both Hassan and XQC have reacted to.
When XQC does it, it's different. When he watches my video, he always re-uploads the whole thing on his YouTube channel with his insightful commentary as, "Wow, chat, isn't this crazy?" Compared to when Hassan watched my stuff, he shouted me out and he says he loves my stuff and he sent a bunch of subscribers to my channel.
The debate dragged on for over 3 hours with little progress, and things got personal and heated. Frustrated, Ethan left the stream abruptly and soon after shared DMs between him and XQC. No matter how lazy reaction content can be, there's still a human element to it. Unlike this next content farm, which takes the creation out of the content. AI is taking over. AI has become a tool for many content creators, including myself. It's super helpful for brainstorming, but there's a fine line between using it to help you create content versus using it to farm content. Quibblecop is a YouTuber with over 15 million subscribers. With over 10 years on YouTube, he's been recognized as one of the first gaming creators to really make an impact. But over time, Quibblecop's vision for content changed from one that comes from genuine dedication to the craft to one that's only focused on making cash. He's ditched everything that's gotten him to where he was in pursuit of one thing: AI.
Oh my god, the block origin rate. This is insane.
No way. So there is literally an animated version of him. Also, the voice. So as far as I'm aware, that isn't Quibblecop talking. That is either an AI voice or someone else talking.
In August of 2023, Quibblecop returned after a break from YouTube with a completely different look, one that was almost fully computerized. Using AI technology, Quibblecop created a VTuber-like character paired with an AI voice that's meant to act and talk just like him. Unlike most creators that use AI, Quibblecop didn't only use it to help him. He essentially used it to replace him.
If I want to continue the dream, if I want to build tons and tons and tons of channels that will flourish and shine forever, we need to remove the human element.
With this new AI technology, Quibblecop is able to create hundreds of AI-generated videos a week that would replicate his entire persona. Using old footage, the AI learned his speaking style, recreating him through a virtual avatar. When this video was released, it created an outcry in the YouTube community. There were a rare few who praised Quibblecop for being innovative, but most people were upset. If content can be made completely from a machine, then what's the point of a content creator? Where was the passion?
It's such a evil dystopian concept to have all of humanity replaced by AI counterparts that replicate their personality.
Long-term fans of the creator were disappointed to see what his channel has become. Many of the comments share the same view. Quibblecop changed, and not for the better. Other YouTubers criticized Quibblecop for focusing only on profit instead of working on making quality content like YouTube was originally intended.
It is fully completed work without him ever actually being present for it. If he can just crank 20 of these puppies out every day, it's going to add up and probably end up being more lucrative and significantly less work, obviously, than if it was him behind the camera.
After getting a ton of backlash, Quibblecop took to Twitter to defend himself. Instead of addressing the concerns of fans, he continued praising his own invention. Eventually, Quibblecop took down the original Minecraft video. But a month later, Quibblecop made a bold move that went down in internet history.
I made a mistake.
Quibblecop posted a video called The End of Quibblecop AI, where he talked about how his original AI launch failed. In the video, he also gave viewers a behind-the-scenes look at the development of his AI technologies. But rather than apologizing for causing a controversy, Quibblecop didn't seem fazed. He was so sure about his vision. At the end of the video, he revealed that this video itself was created by AI. People started pointing out that the lip syncing was off and that his face looked a bit robotic. This wasn't an apology video. This was another launch video. At this point in time, Quibblecop is continuing to work on an AI that can replace him on YouTube. He posts regular updates on Twitter, bragging about just how far the technology has come. He hopes that by the end of 2024, the world's first truly AI influencer will be ready for the spotlight. But is that really what we want the future of YouTube to be? So I understand the vision, his dream of having his legacy continue even when he's gone. But I don't think replacing yourself with AI is the way to do it. And this is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to AI content farms.
These shorts generated over 500 million views. So today I'm gonna start a similar channel only using AI. From editing, doing titles, and the channel branding.
AI can make hundreds of videos a week. No human being or even an entire production team can match that speed. The quality can't compare, and at some point, the quantity becomes the star. AI content farms flood YouTube homepages and recommended sections because they can make videos on any topic or in any niche they want. They can also easily copy existing videos. There are tools out there that allow people to rewrite entire YouTube scripts. Pair that with an AI video editor and voiceover, you can now copy someone else's content and run an entire content farm just using AI.
I watched through it and it was basically the same video, but it was different. The visuals were all crappy stock footage, the writing was stilted, and it felt like he was just reading Wikipedia.
YouTuber Duncan Clark shared the story about how he found an AI content farm that was copying his channel. His original video had over 1 million views. The channel Apperception copied his entire video, only slightly changing the title and the thumbnail. After going through the copycat's channel, Duncan realized that all of their videos were stolen from other creators. That channel did end up getting deleted, but this is a widespread problem on YouTube. On Reddit, Reddit, there's been a rise of smaller YouTubers complaining about their content being stolen by AI content farms. Truth is Fiction is a YouTuber who runs a zoology channel with 23,000 subscribers. On his Reddit post, he talked about how he created a video on a very niche topic but found a copycat just weeks later. Upon watching it, he realized that the video was almost entirely filled with AI-generated images, and his script was stolen with only a few things reworded. At least in Duncan's case, he has an audience to back him up when trying to take these content farms down, but for smaller channels like Truth is Fiction, they may not be able to do that. I feel his pain. I mean, there are people that copy our content all the time. Literally, they steal exactly what I say in the video. I mean, we put weeks into one video for someone to just steal it so fast. But there are other channels that don't use AI to steal. Instead, they use AI to farm stories.
It has got more than 4 million views in the last 30 days. The channel has uploaded only 70 videos, and it has gained almost 100,000 subscribers in just 4 months.
AI story times have become one of the fastest growing genres of content farms. These channels can pump out hundreds of videos just by using ChatGPT chat prompts and AI voiceovers.
And it's not like with Ray William Johnson where he has AI generated images but still implements his own narration. No, these videos are entirely generated by AI.
By using AI to fully create their content, these content farms are able to focus on mastering YouTube's algorithm.
Content farmers spend a lot of time on SEO optimization, watching trends, finding niches, and scanning analytics, the boring stuff. And they're able to spend a lot more time doing this than ordinary creators because they don't actually have to do anything else.
AI may be the latest problem, but there's a long-running channel that blends all the worst parts of content farms we've covered. LankyBox, YouTube's biggest content farm.
LankyBox is easily one of the worst channels on YouTube, and it is the place where dignity goes to die.
With almost 40 million subscribers and over 12,000 uploads, you would think LankyBox has been here since the dawn of YouTube. But in reality, they're just the platform's biggest content farm. They upload multiple times a day using the same clickbait titles and thumbnails to keep their viewers coming back.
I subscribe to the LankyBox YouTube channel to see how much content they upload in 24 hours. The results? In 24 hours, LankyBox uploaded around 10 individual videos.
And that's just the amount of long-form videos. They also upload multiple YouTube shorts a day, which feature those popular characters I mentioned in the brain rot animations. The problem with LankyBox is that it's clear their channel is entirely made for profit. Not only do they upload hundreds of videos a month, they also have multiple channels.
On LankyBox's evil quest to monopolize kids' YouTube, they decided one channel wasn't enough. They've created at least 5 channels to flood the YouTube recommendation system with garbage. Basically, they're trapping kids in LankyBox jail.
Their videos, like most brain rot content farms, have no actual substance to them. The duo behind the channel, Justin and Adam, use every tactic possible to appeal to their kid audience. Despite Justin and Adam's popularity with younger audiences, their videos provide little to no value for them. Their content is characterized by screaming gibberish words and an over-the-top editing style that's meant to keep a kid's attention.
Think we should call Garden a Bam Bam? Evelina will actually talk to me.
But it's not just their low-quality content that puts a target on their back. LankyBox is also notorious for stealing from other creators.
LankyBox copied the exact thumbnail of I Am Sana's video. I built a secret attic mansion on top of my best friend's house in Adopt Me Roblox.
In all of their videos, Justin and Adam promote their shop, which sells merchandise of the channel's cartoon mascots. They use the likeness of famous franchises like The Amazing Digital Circus and Poppy Playtime to promote their products.
Here's an upload to LankyBox World, role-playing with Amazing Digital Circus plushies combined with LankyBox ones to sell LankyBox merch. And to add extra scumminess to the situation, the Amazing Digital Circus ones are cheap knockoffs.
There are dozens of videos on YouTube criticizing LankyBox for ruining the platform with low-quality, spam-like videos that are bad for kids. There's still one type of content farm that's the worst of them all. They aren't just low effort, they're no effort. No effort content. Scrolling through YouTube Shorts, you'll see a ton of videos featuring popular influencers. Usually, these come in the form of compilations or highlights, but 9 out of 10 times, when you click on the video, it's not from the actual influencer. That's because the biggest content farm on YouTube is not low-quality content, it's stolen content. Many people have found that the secret to success on their platform is to use a popular person's likeness. That's why many YouTube Shorts channels have started combining other people's content and AI to mass produce viral videos. Using this method, there's practically zero work needed to make this type of content.
I made 100 podcast shorts in less than 10 minutes using AI, hoping to crack the YouTube Shorts algorithm, go viral, and start making that easy YouTube money.
It's funny because like multiple people were like, oh, your videos popped up on my TikTok feed. I was like, I don't even use TikTok. And sure enough, someone stole our video and got millions of views. And small creators aren't safe either. When their videos go viral, content farms often swoop in, re-uploading the videos without permission to make easy money. This hurts small creators because they lose out on views, revenue, and recognition, while these copycats profit from someone else's hard work. Even though these content farms were in the wrong, some were completely out of line. This creator, Hoops by Harry, posted a video that went viral on both YouTube and TikTok. When content farms stole his video, Hoops by Harry fought back by issuing copyright strikes. But instead of apologizing, the channel who stole his content turned around and threatened him. In the Reddit post he made on r/newtubers, Hoops by Harry revealed that he received 3 emails from one of those content farms threatening him. The channel claimed that they uploaded the video unintentionally and that if Harry didn't remove the copyright strike, they would take legal action. Creators spent countless hours working on their content. I'm working on these videos for you guys 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, even when I'm sick. But if their time and effort isn't rewarded, then there's no reason to keep going. They can't sustain their livelihood.
When you're doing YouTube as a side project, you can afford to make the videos you want. But when this is your full-time gig, like it is for people making these goodbye videos, your art has to take a back seat to putting food on the table.
The rise of YouTube content farms is a problem that affects creators and viewers alike. They steal from genuine creators, push low-quality videos, and most importantly, harmful content to kids. As YouTube grows, it's important to remember what made the platform great: creativity, effort, and originality. If we lose that, then what's the point?